It was a fluke we found it once.
It was a fluke.
I don't believe it was a fluke that I saw you first.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Talk Word. This is where we dive deep into some really fascinating English words. And today we've got a great one for you. It's short, it's fun to say, and it's super useful. We're talking about the word fluke. So, let me ask you something. Have you ever done something amazing completely by accident? You know, like you're playing a game and you somehow make this incredible winning move that you totally didn't see coming. Or maybe you're in the kitchen, trying a new recipe, and even though you're pretty sure you have no clue what you're doing, it just turns out perfectly. That feeling, right? Well, guess what? There's a perfect word for that exact situation, and that word is a fluke. Yup, it perfectly captures that feeling. So today, we're going to break it down and really master it together. All right, so first things first. If we really want to know how to use this word, we've got to get right to its core meaning. Let's dig in. Okay, so here's the official definition. A fluke is a noun, and it means a surprising piece of luck, an unlikely chance occurrence, especially a surprising piece of luck. The key words to hang on to there are surprising and unlikely. It's not just any old luck. It's the kind that catches you completely off guard. So, to put it really simply, it's when you succeed at something you didn't expect to, and you definitely didn't plan for it. It just happens, you know? No real strategy, no grand plan, just a happy little accident that ends up being a huge success. Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. You might be thinking, so a fluke is just luck, right? Well, not exactly. There's a really important, kind of subtle difference, and it's what makes this word so specific. Let's break it down. On one hand, you've got pure luck. Think about winning the lottery. There's zero skill involved, right? It's just pure 100% chance. But a fluke, that's a little different. A fluke is an accidental success that happens in a situation where you'd normally expect skill to be involved. So take the example of a brand new golfer hitting a hole-in-one on their first day. Is that skill? No way. They're not that good yet. That's a fluke. It's luck showing up unexpectedly in a game of skill. I love this because it just nails it. A fluke isn't just about being lucky. It's about being lucky at the right moment, in the right place, when you least expect it. See? It's all about the timing and the context. It's that lucky shot, that one perfect cake that happens when everyone, including you, was expecting something completely different. All right, so we've got the definition down pat. Now for the really fun part. How do we actually use this word out in the wild? Because let's be real, the best way to learn a new word is to see how native speakers actually use it in conversation. You hear this one all the time in sports. For example, the team's winning goal in the last second was a complete fluke. Just picture it. It's the final seconds of a huge soccer match. The ball just randomly bounces off a defender's knee and sails right into the goal. Was that a planned, skillful shot? Absolutely not. It was a complete and total fluke. Or how about this one from everyday life? I've never baked before. My first successful cake was a total fluke. This is perfect. If you're a total beginner at something and you somehow knock it out of the park on your very first try, you can call it a fluke. It kind of shows you're just as surprised as anyone else and you're not expecting to be able to do it again. And here's another great use for it, this time in games. I'm not very good at chess. I only beat you by a fluke. This is a really common way to use the word, almost humbly. You know, if you beat someone who's way better than you at something, saying it was by a fluke is a polite way of admitting, hey, I just got really lucky. You're still the better player. Okay, let's put all these pieces together. I'm going to walk you through a little story that I think perfectly captures the entire essence of a fluke. So picture this. First, you're trying to hit a bullseye in darts for the very first time. You've never even held a dart before. Next, you decide to be silly, so you close your eyes and just throw the dart. You're not even aiming. And then, thwack, you hear that sound. The dart hits the board dead center. It's a perfect bullseye. And of course, your friends are just completely speechless, staring at you. That, right there, that is a perfect fluke. That moment of absolute shock, the total surprise, the completely unplanned success, it's the definition of the word. No skill, no aiming, just a one-in-a-million accident. And there you have it, a fantastic new word for your vocabulary. So before we wrap up and you go out and start using it, let's do a super quick review of the main points. Okay, here are the key takeaways. First, a fluke is simply an accidental, unexpected success. Second, and this is the big one, it's different from pure luck because it usually happens in a situation where you'd expect skill to play a part. And finally, it's a really common word. You'll hear it in sports, games, and just everyday life. So I'm going to leave you with a question to think about. What's the biggest fluke you've ever experienced in your own life? You know, that crazy lucky break, that surprise win? Seriously, take a moment to think about it, because connecting a new word to your own experience is one of the best ways to make it stick.
And hey, if you had fun breaking this word down with me and you're ready to master even more, you should definitely check out the TalkWord app. Here's how it works. First, you download the app. Then you can choose any English word you want to learn. And finally, you can actually create your own little mini explainer to practice and really make that word your own.
It's such a cool way to continue your word adventure and build a vocabulary that you really, truly understand. So go on, download TalkWord today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you for the next one.